All right, now we have the planet Mercury changing signs. The darn thing's not going backwards, is it?
No. That's golly, that's plenty of time in the future. Mercury is changing from the sign of Aquarius into the sign of Pisces, which is pretty much where I think it was when it retrograded originally. So I'm kind of glad to be going through that. And wherever Mercury is, it stays in the sign for 3 weeks. It's where you focus your mental energy on. So and since it's in the same sign as the sun, conscious energy will also be working with that. So basically for Pisces, new starts all the way across the board. They've got something to say, and over the next 3 weeks or so, they should be very, very capable of saying it, and it's likely to be fairly well received, which is always good, instead of people throwing stuff at you like you do when I tell you that Mercury is retrograding.
Don't talk about that.
Right. See? Out of it. For Aries, Mercury's in their 12th house of their own undoing, and they have to be very, very careful starting on Thursday night with their words, because what they say is not what people hear, what they mean is not what's really said, and it's a good time just to keep your mouth quiet and observe, unless somebody asks you directly for something. For Tauruses, it's a good time to reach for the brass ring. It's a good time to rally your female friends together to work on a group project that is ultimately going to benefit the Taurus. So that's a very cool thing. And they might want to involve younger people rather than older people in that, because they need that younger perspective. For Gemini's 10th house of career and public standing, and since Pisces is two fish with their tails tied together, swimming in opposite directions, Geminis are having a very, very hard time moving forward in their career. There seems to be some obstacle getting in their way, and I think this energy will help identify what that obstacle is and what the Gemini can do to change that or alter it. For Cancer is 9th house of the law, legal matters, educational matters, important matters at a distance, and travel plans are being formed for Cancer. So, and they want to go ahead and make sure that they realize the law is on their side, and when it is, you want to use it. For Leos, it's about the money, but it's about other people's money flowing your way. It's a matter of maximizing an existing resource without looking for a new resource. But people are unusually willing to lend the Leo money, to throw money at a project the Leo is involved in. So it really is a good time for unearned income for Leos rather than earned income. So that's very cool. For Virgos, I hate it when Mercury opposes your sign because everybody yells at you. I'm a Virgo, Mercury opposing our sign for 3 weeks. I get yelled at enough as it is, so it's more of that. And people are trying to point out to the Virgo what they're doing wrong, and the trouble is Virgos never think they're doing anything wrong, so you can see where that fight might occur. For Libras, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibilities, and once again, Libras are going to be asked to do more with less. Libras are going to be asked to work harder with no more money to go along with it. But there might be, at least this time, there's going to be a pat on the back, an attaboy, and something that can turn into a better career opportunity for them as some obstacle gets out of their way. For Scorpios, they just want to have fun. They have the most fun the next 3 weeks. They have fun with children, with lovers, with anything that really involves creativity is what the Scorpio is going to be all about for the next 3 weeks or so. For Sagittarians, they want to stick a little closer to home. There are things that are going on at home, and they've been procrastinating, because Sagittarians are the procrastinators of the zodiac. They've been putting off getting to it, and they cannot put it off any longer. And for crying out loud, if you've got a leak, fix it, because those things don't heal. For Capricorns, it's in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their day-to-day living is about to pick up. They're going to pick up an additional duty or an additional responsibility and take about 3 weeks to try and incorporate that into their daily life and what it is that they do. And then for the last sign, Aquarians, it's about the money, but it's about them earning more money. It's about them earning more money through the fruits of their labor. Somebody's not going to come up and say, hey, we're going to give you more money, but the Aquarian is going to have the ability to create something new. That will make it easier for them to make more money through the fruits of their own labor. So that's tomorrow's news today for this week with a Friday the 13th, Mercury changing signs. So
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we have 3 this year. We had one last month. We got one this week, and then one in the fall. So
Yeehaw!
I'm not superstitious.
Thank you, my dear. See you next week.
Pleasure.